Geoff, thanks so much for your time. We're here in Parsippany in New Jersey, and how's everything with Wyndham at the moment? It's an exciting time for travel across the world.
Well, as you've been reporting non-stop on Wayfarer, we have seen record leisure demand. It's been spectacular. Another record quarter on so many different fronts. We saw RevPAR back at 110% of what it was 2019, and a really strong start to our fourth quarter with just record leisure demand that's out there.
And a lot of the world growing for you, obviously, as Asia reopens up. That's one of your biggest markets, but Americas has just been phenomenal for you, right?
And Asia Pac, where you are, James, has been as well. But yeah, our growth here in the United States, we had a 24% growth in our new development, construction, and overall pipeline, which was great to see. But really strong growth in each of our international regions. And really pleased to see the continued growth across Asia and the Pacific.
I was going to ask you about hot brands. You've got a whole portfolio. You're growing at the extended stay economy market. You're also getting great demand in the luxury segment. So you're kind of hitting both fences, right?
We are. Extended stay demand is really off the charts. Has been for years leading up to the pandemic, and really took off throughout the pandemic. And we launched our 24th brand, Echo Suites by Wyndham. And the developer demand, we said by the end of the year we'd have 100 contracts awarded, and we announced on our quarterly call that we'd already achieved that we're at 120. So lots of demand. Our business, when it comes to the business portion of our demand, is much more related to what's driving that demand, and that's infrastructure work, and that's going to be demand that we think is going to be out there for a long, long time.
And obviously you're seeing a lot of growth in the leisure segment as well as business travel does start to return. Obviously, road warriors traveling during the week and seeing their family on weekends, whether they go away somewhere. So,
or taking their families with them. Right? Thursday night and Sunday night are fastest growing occupancy nights, which is, to your point, the flexibility of having hybrid work arrangements and offices allowing workers to work on a Monday or a Friday from somewhere else is certainly what's driving that.
And obviously some of these long weekends as well, a lot of the 4-day workforce as well, aren't there, in terms of people wanting to get away. But I think the fun thing with travel is that there's always an excuse for someone to go and travel, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a family catch-up, whether it's a reunion. So how much of that is still fueling so much demand for you at the moment?
Well, we're seeing demand Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. We're seeing leisure demand throughout the week. Weekends have been, throughout the summer month, just off the chart. Here we are now in seasonally what is ordinarily a time where occupancy begins to trail off just because of seasonal slowdowns. We're not seeing the degree that we saw pre-COVID, and it's that type of travel throughout the week that we don't see any signs of slowdown.
And then looking back into Asia, obviously your resort business has just grown tenfold in the past 3 or 4 years. So obviously with Asia starting to come back on, your resorts are getting really busy again now. Very
busy, and as we were talking at lunch, trying to find a room is you want to be planning your vacation early. There are a lot of reasons for that. There are a lot of folks that haven't used their vacation time, but trying to get space. And trying to get away, and that pent-up demand of what has really changed throughout all of this, which is consumers rating travel as the #1 experience that they want to get out and pursue is what's driving that.
And before we let you go, general outlook for 2023, how are you feeling?
We're feeling very good. We're again a really strong fourth to the quarter, and seeing no signs of any slowdown in demand.
Wonderful. I know it's a busy week for you, so thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for dropping by, James.